Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Get rid of my cord. Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. First of all, my blood sugar double arrow going up, but it's 14.5. Next, I want to take a look on here, and I want to show you time in range, 73%. So in the last 24 hours, 73% of the time, I'm within range. Super. I'm really going to try to keep things within reason. I'm going to take a look after this and see, do I need to try another correction? But we'll work on it. Today, I want to talk to you about being a beacon of light that you shine. So often, diabetes is a very individual disease. And we all kind of sit there and we're taught how things differ from one person to the other. And that having one celebrate their positives, what they've learned, and how to grow with the disease is night and day. But we don't. Growing up, I had my dad, and I remember this, say, well, Bobby Clark, I think it was, has diabetes, and he just changes around his insulin like on game days and not game days. And why can't you do that? Because I was given a diet to follow. But now, sort of like, everyone's doing it. If you have different things happening, you may increase your blood sugars or you may decrease your blood sugars. Don't sort of be selfish. Let the people know. And it's important that we do this. I've talked about getting out there, but we don't celebrate those who are doing well. There are TED Talks where people get up and they talk about it. There's more support groups out there. But very few people take part and go out and find out about these. And we really need to celebrate these more. We need to have more stories told about real life diabetics and how they're coping with the disease. Because, there is something you're doing that I'm not that could help me out. But vice versa, there could be stuff I'm doing that you're not doing. You know, it really kind of opens things up. And I think diabetes is a very isolating disease in that we're very secretive and we don't really discuss open about what we do well. Now, what do I do well with my diabetes? I think I do well in passing on bits of information that I have learned over the years. Doesn't mean it's always right, and as long as it's done in a respectful way, tell me. Tell me that if you've had a different outcomes to your diabetes. You need to be a positive role model in every day. Now, does that mean that you don't go through a stint of having super high blood sugars, super low blood sugars? No, it's what are you doing to try to combat that? And as such, we need to celebrate those. Maybe find from someone else what's not going well, and maybe you can learn from someone else. That was the whole sort of premise from support groups and breaking up that we're the only ones who have diabetes, and we just need to, just be happy with that. I don't agree with that. We need to be more open and allowing one to grow. And being a beacon will help someone else grow. I never really had someone like that growing up. I mean, there was always the CDAA, there was Bobby Clark, and I think the only other one that was really known at the time was Mary Tyler Moore. Now, some of you nowadays may not even know, but those were the only two people I kind of knew that had the same thing I was dealing with. The best thing you could probably ever do for your son or your daughter, and back in the day, I would have told you I hated this. And that is, get your son or daughter into diabetes camp. Whether it's a sleepaway camp, a day camp, just let them go out and be with other diabetics. You're gonna hit so many challenges that we need to break down these walls of, oh, I'm the only one with this disease. Oh. I kind of call it the keyhole effect, that you can only see through the keyhole. Let's break that keyhole open. You're not the only diabetic out there. Your son or your daughter's not the only diabetic out there. Let's learn, let's grow, let's show what we do well. In most careers, television, movies come to mind, where there's the Oscars and there's the Emmys, music, there's the Grammys. People who excel are celebrated. Why aren't we doing that more of? And usually when the CDA or the ADA come up and celebrate people, it's usually people who have done something way out there, like they've solved the genome sequence of type 1 diabetes. But why don't we celebrate the average diabetic who gets up every day, takes their shot, does their blood tests, gets out there, moves, and that's what we need to do. You need to be that beacon. Don't go out there saying, well, I'm going to be the beacon. Where's all this admiration? You're not going to get it. You should be giving of yourself to help someone else. And with that, remember, don't let diabetes control you. You control your diabetes. Have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.